This is my marketing management and leadership digital presentation. The organisation that I've chosen to look into is Innocent. Innocent was started in 1999 by Richard Reed, Adam Ballon and John Wright. They began after the trio attended a music festival where they were selling smoothies. What they've claimed is they put up a big sign asking people if they thought they should give up their day jobs just to make smoothies, and put a bin saying yes and a bin saying no in front of the stall. They then got people to vote with their empties at the end of the weekend. The yes bin was full, so the next day they resigned from their jobs and got cracking on their business. Since 1999, Innocent now currently have 200 employees. They were bought out and owned now by Coca-Cola Company since 2009. The organisation operates as a teal organisation. They mainly sell smoothies, juices, vegetable pots and water, giving 10% of their profits to charity. The aims and objectives of my report. I aim to explore whether the work environment and its changes had an effect on the success of the organisation. I would do this by monitoring office movements and measure whether this had an effect on sales and profits as the organisation moved their offices around. I also wish to explore how profits rose from their 4 years of losses following 2008, where their profits really plummeted. I plan to achieve this by looking at the following: changes within the work environment and the organisational structure. So whether their environment changed, how they function, whether the way they held meetings changed, etc. I'll be able to do this by looking through their reports and company feedback. I would also like to explore what caused the 2008 crash in profits, whether this is outside of the organisation or whether it was simply within the organisation. Explore any range changes and product developments and the effects that they had. So they've brought out new products recently, jumping on the whole superfood bandwagon with their new products and exploring whether these had an effect on profits and success. I would also look to explore the effect of the organisation being bought by the Coca-Cola Company and see what sort of effect profits had following that and see what sort of effect that was had. The scope of the project. I'll be looking into the rise and fall of profits, both building up to the 2008 crash and then following on to the rise that happened 3 years later. I want to look at what sort of happened before 2008 and then what the company did to regain their strength and to come back 3 years later. I will not aim to look at the organisation from the beginning, so from their 1999 startup. I will mainly aim to look at them within the last 10 years, as I feel like this is the relevant period for the time that we're looking at. I will look into the Innocent social media pages. They've got Twitter pages, Facebook pages, Instagram pages. I'll have a good look into these and explore see if we can see anything that's staff related, how staff are treated, see if we can get a real vibe of the company from more of a casual background, as opposed to the solid sort of reports and organisational feedback sessions. I also will plan to research relevant theories and articles connecting and referring to the recent rise of Innocent. The preliminary literature review. So, from a bit of research, I can see that the Telegraph in 2015 published some articles on Innocent's comeback, as this was when they really started to have an effect. Also, the Times reported in June 2016 on a small profit loss, so I'd like to see what caused that and what went wrong from their rise again to another fall. I also wish to look into reports and interviews from Innocent employees on the work environment. These have been accessed via Innocent's website. They're quite happy to publish what their employees are thinking, and that's again one of the ways that their organisation works, and it's very open and the employees do really have a say over what goes on. I'd look to see if the Gartner hype cycle has any effect on how the smoothie and healthy juice industry has boomed, because I feel like this could be very relevant in this case, and also referring to the Johnson and Scholes cultural web and how this is linked throughout the Innocent organisation, as again I feel like this could be very vital and could give some useful insight. I wish to explore the facilitating leadership style and how it works for Innocent, as this is the leadership style I believe they're using. And again, I will look at the social media pages from the organisation along with the media reports to get as much information on the organisation as possible.
Research methodology. I plan to explore the organisation's range of social media pages. I'll mainly aim to explore their Twitter and Instagram pages, as I feel this is where they're the most active and where they can reach the biggest audience. I also plan to monitor how they interact with their customers and promote their products via their pages, as I feel like this will allow me to delve into the organisation in more of a casual way and explore how they interact with their customers and the conversations that they're holding with them, as Innocent have been known for the interaction that they do have with their customers. Along with this, I plan to explore the annual reports that Innocent publish themselves on their own website. So I'll plan to do this for the last 5 to 10 years, including information of their drinks, their approach to business, sustainability, the Innocent Foundation, our people and drinkers, a review of the year, and their performance. I feel like this will be beneficial to add both context and explore the profit rises and falls in regards to their product range and customer base, as we can see direct links, as this is trusted information that they publish themselves. I also plan to explore a range of academic articles addressing a different range of theories as discussed in the previous slide, so we're referring to the cultural web and the hype cycle. And finally, I plan to explore media articles and reports referring to Innocent and both their successes and failures. However, I'll have to be aware regarding biased media channels, as I feel like this can occasionally be the case.
So here you can see I have my Gantt chart, and what I've done is starting from the 1st of February up until week 15, which is about a week before the assignment is due in, I have put into categories. So I've gone to research into the organisation and build a portfolio. So I want to widen my portfolio on the Innocent organisation and really get to grips with what they do, how they work, their product range. And then want to look into the company reports. So I want to have a look at the vital years. So a few years before, building up to 2008, and then what happened in the 3 years following 2008 that then resulted in the profit increase. And then I'll go on, once having this information, I want to look at the academic theories and link them with the organisational structure. So I think once I've got the organisational information, it will be good to go away and find the academic theories and apply them, such as the hype cycle. And then I want to research, again, using academic sources. So looking further into textbooks, as well as journal articles, all in all, just to get a really wide range of information and be able to add the academic backing that's needed for this report. I want to explore Innocent's media activity and reports and their social media channels. So all in all, I'm going to spend a few weeks going over this and see how their activity works, really, how often they're posting, and check out their reports and see what's been going on. Finally, I'm going to have an analysis of all the research, so I'm going to have all my research compiled together, and then I can begin to plan and write my report, all finishing in week 15 with time to turn it in and have it all checked.